So the first thing I did was I incorporated these oil lamps. We use oil lamps for all of our lighting needs, except for when I'm filming. If I'm filming in the wintertime, I often will have an artificial light. But in our day-to-day life, it's all oil lamps that you see here. Then I decided to dress a little different. I love my old-fashioned aprons, my bandanas, and I love the country look. This is my signature look. My bandanas always reflect the color of my t-shirts, and it's a very simple wardrobe. A plain t-shirts. I usually wear pants or skirts. In the summertime, I always wear skirts, and then I have my aprons. But then it went even further. We decided to do a whole lot of different things in our property, a whole lot of different things in our life. We go away very little. We have church at home, and our food is mostly home cooked. All of a sudden, my life started taking radical changes. I no longer had anxiety and panic disorder. In fact, my life was very peaceful. It wasn't revolving around things and keeping up with the Joneses. It was about stepping back into time, a time where things didn't matter, but memories did. All of a sudden, I decided to shut off a lot of my social media and start focusing on my life in my home. And my home reflects that today. Inside my home is very old-fashioned. 90% of everything is heirloom, handed down from generations to generations. My home is like a cabin, and I created it that way. Everything in my home, inside and out, reflects a memory. Even the chair I'm sitting on today came from a very plain grandma that she gave to me when I was a young girl. But I want to share with you how I even got more into this lifestyle. We tore out some of our heating units in our home. We tore out the space heaters that we were using that were costing high electricity. We added a wood-burning stove. We have a wood-burning stove that we have off-grid heat in our home. And then I started baking my own breads. I started making my own soups, making my own meals. And then it got even more. I started with my garden. I decided to create an Amish garden based on what the Amish have. It's a very old-fashioned garden full of herbs and flowers and vegetables. I spent literally hours every single week out of my garden because it gives me the most comfort and joy. And then I started focusing on inward, reading my Bible in the morning and devotions, reading Psalms and Proverbs, and applying that into my life. My thinking, what I was seeing, what I was watching, what I was reading, all became transformed. Even the music that I listened to became different. It was plainer. It was beautiful melodies. And then it started reflecting in my videos. I wanted to share with the world that I found something that gave me peace. I realized in life you don't need much in life in order to survive and be happy. And that is the content of my videos. We live in a world where things are getting more and more expensive, and people are struggling to make ends meet and struggling for happiness and find contentment in your lives, because we live in a world, like Hollywood would say, the richer you are, the better you become and the happier you are. But yet Hollywood is not showing exactly what really is going on in their lives. There are many hundreds and thousands of people who have everything that money can provide, but yet end their own lives because of dissatisfaction, depression, and a lack of understanding that it's not things that make you happy. It's the beautiful things that are free in life. It's not money. Although money can make your life easier, it can also make your life a lot harder. It's not about money, my friends. It's about finding true joy and contentment. And that's something that money can't provide. No drug can provide it, and no form of addiction can provide it. It's going back to your roots and going back to the simpler ways of life. Oh yes, the modern people would say, well, this is simply old-fashioned. It sure is, because this is what our souls crave deep down inside, is a peaceful, happy life. Let me explain. Finding happiness at home, staying home more and enjoying your home as your own sanctuary, spending time with loved ones in the community, creating your own meals by scratch, by canning, cooking, and learning the old-fashioned skills, making your own lard, candles, soap, and all of those things. Turning off the TV, in fact, even better, throwing the TV away, and read in the evenings by candlelight or by oil lanterns. Spend time with your loved ones, not rushing around, but a simple way of living, focusing on devotions and focusing on my gardening and peace and comfort and quiet, and focusing on all the good things that life can provide. Not focusing on gossip, drama, or negativity, but keeping my eyes on my own life and my own home, and it has done a world of good to me. If only you could walk in my shoes for 1 year and see the difference inside my soul. Well, I guess you can, because what you see in my soul is spilling out onto my property, onto my home, onto my life. We live in a world where there's AI and fake this and fake that. People are hungry and longing for realness. But you see, it doesn't come with a package with a nice red bow. You have to work at it. It's a lot of work. You put the effort in, and what you put in, you'll get out. It's not easy physically, but it's easy emotionally, because you're saying goodbye to all of that nonsense. Do I look a little bit odd and eccentric to the people that knew me before? Absolutely. Do I get the stares and the weird looks? Absolutely. But I really don't care, because I'm not really part of their life anymore, because I am me. I am Tessie, Homestead Tessy, and I'm going back to my roots, and I'm going back to what I was taught, and even more so, what I saw. What I saw in my plain grandma's lives and grandpa's lives. What I saw in the plainness of my aunts and uncles. I'm going back to those ways of living. Yes, I may look a little different, because I don't go back to the dictatorship, and I don't go back to the doctrine of not wearing makeup and things like that. But I can go back to the simplicity of their life. So I'm not Amish. I'm not Mennonite. I am Homestead Tessy. I am me. But I am embracing all of the fundamental things that really matter in life. And that is how you treat one another, as the Lord as my Savior. And I also believe in the simple things in life. And that is me. This is my life. And I reflect it in every day. And it may not be for everyone, but I will tell you this. If you have turmoil in your life and you're seeking peace, if you have dissatisfaction in your life and you're seeking peace, if your finances are really low and you're wondering how you're going to make it and you're seeking peace, this is the life that will answer all those questions. You see, this lifestyle doesn't have a price tag. It doesn't cost much to live this way. It's taking what you own, enjoying what you have, and embracing what you have, and enjoying it even more. Frugal lifestyle, because it's not about buying things. It's about choices, and it's about using what you have. Old-fashioned? Yes. Trend-setting? No. But it is your life, and it is the things that you have, and it will create peace in your life. I don't watch the news. I don't watch any kind of drama. I don't listen to gossip. I don't have any partake in anything that is not edifying, and it has transformed me amazingly. I can't say enough how this lifestyle made a reset in my brain. If you like this video and you want to learn more about my quest for the very old-fashioned pioneer living, take a look of the playlist in the description box, or maybe the iCard here found in this video. There's going to be many series of these videos where I'm sharing with you practical ways where you can reduce your spending, even save a little, all by living a very old-fashioned life. Take care. God bless. And we'll see you again on the next one.